Hey there peeps, welcome to my new mini-series, Inadiated Presents The Rides Of. Along with this video, I am introducing a contest to name the rides in this park. Please comment down below with the ride that you would like to name and the name that you would like to give it, and the names with the most upvotes will win. I will then release this park to RCT Go for download with the names included. So without further ado, let's take a look at the rides in Forest Frontiers. First on the list we have the bumper cars. I figured I would stick with the default blue that it gave me, and when mixed in with the pink flowers and things in the area, I think it does look fairly good. The stats on the bumper cars are 2.84 for excitement, intensity rating of 0.80, and a nausea rating of 0.35. Next up, we have the haunted house, sort of hidden way back in the deep forest near the water slide. The stats on the haunted house: an excitement rating of 2.45, intensity rating of 0.93, a nausea rating of 0.10. Next up, we have the monorail. It has an excitement rating of 5.23, an intensity rating of 0.22, and a nausea rating of 0.04. The monorail goes all the way around the park and has 3 stations. One in the north of the park, one in the south of the park, and one to the west of the park. The stats on the merry-go-round: an excitement rating of 1.56, an intensity rating of 0.55, a nausea rating of 0.70. Next up is the first coaster, a shuttle loop with an excitement rating of 4.69, an intensity rating of 3.91, a nausea rating of 1.54. Next up we have the Demon Drop. It has an excitement rating of 5.03, an intensity rating of 5.84, a nausea rating of 3.50. I think it would be a pretty cool ride to actually ride in real life. Next up we have the Crazy Caterpillar, which is another pre-built. The pre-built are not up for renaming as they already existed and had a name. The Crazy Caterpillar has an excitement rating of 5.26, an intensity rating of 5.98, a nausea rating of 3.77. Next up we have Scrambled Eggs. It's not very popular in Forest Frontiers. It has an excitement rating of 2.0, an intensity rating of 1.27, a nausea rating of 2.50. Next up we have the Carpet Slide with an excitement rating of 2.17, intensity rating of 1.40, and a nausea rating of 0.90. Hidden behind the Crazy Caterpillar is the Ferris wheel. It has an excitement rating of 2.59, an intensity rating of 0.75, and a nausea rating of 0.80. In the center of the park sits the observation tower. Above the pathway on a nice platform, it has an excitement rating of 3.77, an intensity rating of 0, and a nausea rating of 0.22. In the rear of the park, we have Off-Road Rally, a cute little card ride in a contained area. It has an excitement rating of 3.40, an intensity rating of 0.58, a nausea rating of 0.04. Sitting at the south end of the park is Mini Miner, another pre-built. The Mini Miner has an excitement rating of 6.14, an intensity rating of 7.69, a nausea rating of 4.16. In the far southeastern reaches of the park sits Deep Woody, with an excitement rating of 5.58, an intensity rating of 6.90, a nausea rating of 3.93. Next up is the Venom Rail, the centerpiece of Forest Frontiers. This is also the only stand-up coaster that I have built in the RollerCoaster Tycoon Deluxe series so far. It has an excitement rating of 4.98, an intensity rating of 8.06, and a nausea rating of 5.60. Next up we have the Maze. It has an excitement rating of 2.32, an intensity rating of 0.68, and a nausea rating of 0. Next up is a coaster named Canyon Run. Canyon Run has stats of 6.50, an intensity rating of 5.91, and a nausea rating of 6.20. Next up we have what I think is the coolest ride in Forest Frontiers, which is the Custom Log Flume. It has an excitement rating of 6.14, intensity rating of 2.37, and a nausea rating of 1.24. Moving into the back of the park, we have the Space Rings. It has an excitement rating of 2.11, an intensity rating of 2.10, and a nausea rating of 6.50. Featured in the pond of Forest Frontiers is a rowboat with an excitement rating of 2.47, an intensity rating of 0.20, and a nausea rating of 0.70. The furthest ride from the entrance is the Swinging Ship. It has an excitement rating of 2.47, an intensity rating of 2.45, and a nausea rating of 2.51. This brings us to the end of our tour of Forest Frontiers. The rules for the contest will be in the description of this video in full. And thank you, subscribers!